Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Realness with three S's. I'm your host, Chantele Francis, here to talk about a wild episode 2 of Love Island UK season 11. And with me to do it is Mika. How are we today, Mika?
I am okay.
Okay, only okay. Uh-oh.
Exactly.
Why? What happened?
I've been getting sick, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. That kind of
Yeah.
okay. Well, what about the episode? How are you feeling about the episode?
The episode was solid. I think you could kind of see where it was going.
Mm-hmm.
Did you feel like that? Like you could kind of see who he was going to pick?
Well, yes and no. I mean, I was a little bit apprehensive of them bringing Joey into the scene just because he's done this already. Like, I wanted a little bit, new people to get the opportunity, and like everybody's gonna want to be with him.
Yeah.
But I have to say that he is going in for mass mess. Like, he put the perfect the guy that he overtook in the end, inconsequential. He's Kieran with tattoos. I don't really know what his voice sounds like. I don't know much about him, but he's going in for like mass.
Wait, you said it was Kieran? I thought it was Sam.
No, but he's Kieran with tattoos.
Oh,
that's how I distinguish between the two of them. So Sam
looks
like Kieran, but with tattoos.
Okay, now I get it. Yeah, it's the same thing I have to keep doing with Nicole and Jess.
Oh, I know like who Jess is. Jess is the dark brunette.
Right, and it's like I feel like Nicole is Jess with a little lighter, like highlights, because I can't tell them apart.
Well, I think that Nicole looks more like Samantha, because they also hang out together.
See, Samantha, she has more work done, so I can the lips, the face.
Yeah, no, I think for me, Sam, basically the people that Joey kissed all look the same to me. So Samantha, Nicole, and Harriet.
Which makes sense.
So exactly. Hi, Karen. Yay! Yeah. So you can learn everybody's names. Do we need to pull everybody's photos up, or no? I think we're okay. I don't think we need to do that. Hello, KB. Yay! We're gonna try to go live when we can after the episode. Only today and yesterday for this week, and maybe Friday. But next week should be probably the same, and then the week after, live after the episode, because I'm on vacation.
Oh, nice.
Yay! Sam was such a cutie. He was really cute, but he didn't really make an impact, to be honest. Now, what do you think about them having Joey come in, big twist, first episode? Do you think it works this way, or do you think it would have been better if they waited a day or two for people to get a little bit more comfortable in their couples? Like, what do you think about the timing of this twist?
I'm not a big fan of like first few days dumpings personally. I just have to be okay that it's actually not a girl this time and a person of color, because that when they did that was horrifying. I do kind of agree with you though that it's like, are we really losing a character if they're very similar to a character?
Well, exactly. Well, you didn't like. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's Kieran with tattoos.
Right.
And the only reason why I know his name is Sam because I remember Sam and Samantha were together. But and that he's a hairdresser,
right?
Barber.
So So it's like on one hand we didn't get to know him enough to feel like, oh my God, poor Sam. On the other hand, it's like, dang, we didn't get to know him enough. Like, was that a good choice? So I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, maybe they just they decided, because I'm sure Joey lets them know what they're doing. He's going to be doing, like, they're not going to be blindsided when he goes up and makes a selection. So maybe it became a dumping when it was Sam, because he wasn't like somebody that was going to cause any drama.
Yeah.
Because like if he went for like a Ronnie.
Yeah. Like, okay, if he had taken Nicole, I think they would have kept Ronnie.
Nicole's with Ronnie right now? Nicole's
Oh,
been shot.
sorry.
You mean Jess?
Jess. Going in!
Okay, Jess is the most natural looking of the brunettes.
Yeah.
Not 1B brunette, but brunettes. So yeah, she doesn't look like she has had much work done. She's the most
No.
natural. She's really into Ronnie. So
Yeah.
that's who Jess is.
Yeah.
Nicole is the one that usually has her hair half up.
Yeah.
And she had a chat with Joey, and she doesn't know how to flirt very well, in my opinion. So she's kind of a little bit more awkward, I'd say, than the other two. The other two of the triplets, as
Yeah.
Caitlin here says.
I I think if it was like they might have lost Ronnie, they would have pulled a Bergie. Like they would have brought him walking back in, dumped
with two
him
girls on his arm
with
or
two
something.
girls on his arm. Yeah. Yep.
100%. So I think because Sam wasn't really bringing anything, he did also say he hangs out with girls more than guys. Remember I was saying, I'm like, I don't know, like you want like the lad's lad. Like basically Joey did not care about him enough to want to keep him in the villa, because I think it was more so like he could have chosen any girl that he wanted. I don't think that he really needed to have a connection with them.
Yeah.
I think personally it was more so like which guy he likes the best, and like, and I also think he was really going for carnage. He's going for mess.
Yeah.
Messy, messy, messy. So I'm happy that he's here for that. But I wouldn't have minded.
It feels like the season, based on even the preview that we got, this is going to be a messy ass season. This is going to be a messy.
For episode 3, I was like, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah, it's going to be messy.
So we hear at the beginning of the episode that Joey Essex is looking for love. He's here for love, and he's going to have to steal Boy's spot. And he's not happy about that, but he's here for love. So he has 24 hours to make this decision. Now, do you think this was too quick also of a decision, or do you think maybe should have been like a couple of days? Like, how do you think about the pace of that as well, his decision?
I think that they are going for maximum carnage. I think they wanted, I mean, to be fair, apparently it did really well in the ratings.
I would imagine so. He's very popular.
Yeah, so I think they wanted to maximize. Listen, he might go tomorrow. They wanted to maximize impact.
Yeah, there's no way he's going. He's probably going to win the show at this point.
Don't say that.
Well, low-key happy old toupee Ronnie is staying too. I know. I like. Well, I don't. I don't like Ronnie, but like for the mess factor of it all, like yes, he is there to cause carnage.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna get into it because I have some words to say about Ronnie over there.
Yeah.
So the girls all go to chat together, and they're really happy that it's a boy that's come in. Now, do you think that they're going to do the same thing and have a bombshell girl, like to the same level as Joey come in? I mean, and it better not be Katie. It better not be.
I don't think so, because I feel like they've been doing that the last few seasons. Like
they had Adam though as well. Like they had a guy in it. Well, I don't know if they were from the same season though.
Adam was a waste. And he also came in, not even mid-season? And he basically came in to save Paige because that other relationship was going.
Right. Well, okay, if it was a girl to come in, who can you think of somebody that would be a really good bombshell that would come in and like get all the guys? Like a Megan would have, or
I don't know. Maybe Anna. I think she has a boyfriend, but I might be wrong. I'm trying to think. So Paige would probably,
but she's not a bombshell.
Not for us.
It has to be like a Molly May. Like
they all seem to like her, but
someone famous, or maybe it's somebody that's not from Love Island.
Right.
Like,
it would have to be somebody.
Joey's not from Love Island, so maybe somebody in that world, like another person from The Only Way is Essex, or from like a Big Brother, or from a Geordie Shore.
Mhm.
Like, they could get one of those girls from Geordie Shore. They're wild and cause carnage for sure.
Yeah, I've never watched it. So
Hi, King Cooper. So last UK season was my first Love Island ever. Would you say the season's going to be as good or better? I think it's going to be better.
it's probably gonna be
Um,
better because last season was bad.
yeah, last season
Oh,
was good. If you want a good
the
season, season 3, season 4, season 5, season 8.
8.
Tamika wants to throw in season 6, but so we'll let her
Six
have
had the couples that stayed together the longest. So yeah, that translated
you
over
there.
to Love Island All Stars. Remember that? Like, so you know,
Yeah, one is a personality for these people. It is true.
yes. I just why?
We got Rachel here. Hello,
Hey,
Rachel.
Rachel.
Oh, Kay's here saying that they also need to level the playing field and get some of these twin triplets out. They're literally confusing the audience. Right. That's why they probably also got rid of Sam. Because,
Yeah,
like,
they
who's
need to
Sam?
weed it out. At
Yeah.
least for me in my recapping experience. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to continue to do it. And I did it, what, season 8 or 9 with like the Chloe's and the. I'm not good with all the work done and and when your hair color is the same and especially
You're
if you
sharing
don't.
outfits.
Yeah, and especially if you don't have like a standout personality yet, like it's not gonna work. I agree with KB here though. If they brought someone from Love Island USA, that would be amazing. But we know it would be just exactly the reverse of Scott. Like nobody, unless they're moving. I mean, unless they're moving back to they're moving to the UK. We can't even believe it. Like Scott was never staying in the US, so like it was bullshit. But um maybe Zeta, she lives in the UK.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's that's not a bad
And
pick.
she was very popular. So yeah, I can't that's all right.
So with the girls chat, they're all excited that it's a boy, and they asked, "Put your hands up if you fancy Joey Essex." So the people that put up their hands were the triplets, I believe. Yeah, that's it. And then Joey joins them, and they're kind of asking him like, "What is he here for?" And he's here for love. This is his story, and he's sticking to it.
Listen, he's 33. Like I was reading something about some 35-year-old and they
That's
were
true.
saying, "Oh no, I someone reached out to me on a dating app that I barely use. I just still get notifications. 53 and is looking for chatting and friendships. What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Yeah, that's a swipe to the left for sure. Did
Like,
you
please.
respond? Did you respond or
No,
no?
I don't use the app very much, but it's like, why am I am not looking to chat or have friendship with a 50-year-old or 40-year-old or like, come on, people.
It's like,
So
haven't
yeah,
you got it out of your system?
yeah, I would hope 33, you're coming on for love.
Well,
Just
KB
leave.
thinks this is the love of anarchy. I think it's love of anarchy for sure. I think he's there. He is making. I'm sure he got paid like $100,000 or something outrageous to come on this season to mess it up. And I think that so far he's doing a good job. Absolutely. So Kieran is basically deciding that he's going to be the one that's going. He said he's enjoyed his time here and he's ready to go. So he was kind of ready to throw in the towel, but I think it's because he's 21 and so he just doesn't have any game really, right?
And it's like funny because you have, if you had like Joey talking about, oh, I'm just here to see what happens, and then you have Kieran talking about, I'm here for love. It just looks stupid.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Sophie, I have not looked at the Love Island cast yet. I think I'm going to go live right after this and look at them. Do you want to do that, Tamika?
Yes. Yeah, we could do
We'll
that
come
right
off and then
after.
we'll come back on.
Yeah.
All right. Fun though. People are saying that they don't think that the cast is that hot, but I haven't seen anybody yet. Have you heard any buzz about them yet?
what do they mean by hot?
I don't know.
Like, because I mean, they're all really good looking.
Oh, that's
Two people we already know. So I don't know if you want. I don't know if you want to go through on my channel. I have the entire press pack, all their photos, all their bios, everything. Um, I would just have to load it onto my computer. But yeah, so
so also Joey isn't going to feel bad nicking someone's girl. He's ready to take it. He doesn't care at all. I know he's pretending to care, but he's like, nah. I don't care.
I didn't think he cared. I didn't think he did.
Yes, he did do All Shores. He's done a lot of reality TV. He's done like 10
Yeah,
shows.
I think we talked about it yesterday. He was on Celebrity on Ice, Celebrity Go Dating, a bunch of shows. Just like he was just on a lot of shows. This is just like a notch on a hey, I've done all the reality shows in the UK.
I mean, he is a reality star. He has 2 million followers. Like, they want him. He brings in the numbers, I'm sure. Yeah. So they're going to be doing some dares with a twist as usual. I didn't write them all down, but some of them, Nicole had to fake an orgasm for 30 seconds. She couldn't really do it for more than 1 second.
Yeah.
Why?
I was like, 30 seconds you can't so you've never faked an orgasm.
I think she just didn't want to be doing it on camera. Like, what if her dad's watching? It's just awkward.
Yeah.
But
so
stuff like that, you just got to commit to it, or it looks more dumb if you don't.
It looks more stupid than if she had just faked the orgasm.
Yeah.
I would have sat there and said somebody's name for like 30 seconds and just
yeah. Oh my God. Like who's she like right now? Yeah. Just be like, Joey, you know, whatever.
It's so much easier than what she was doing.
Oh, yeah. She was taking it too seriously.
Yeah.
Definitely too seriously. Mimi was asked to snog an Islander, and she has a very sensual kiss with Io. How'd you feel about this kiss? I know a lot of people are worried that, you know, all the other Islanders are really putting the pressure on them in a relationship, and so this kiss doesn't really help that perception. What do you think of it?
I mean, I thought the kiss was good, considering she said she didn't want to kiss on the first night. I thought it was the right level of, oh, I don't want to kiss on the first night, but also I like this guy. Also, it's a dare. I thought it was an appropriate kiss, and she said it was good.
It looked really good. I screamed. I was like, ah! Like, because it looked intimate. It did.
Yeah, it did. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't like a sloppy kiss. Like, it felt intimate.
Well, like, you know, like the stupid kisses that, like, definitely the people in the US do. And they're just like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's just, like, not good. It's not good. I think even Joey was giving kisses like that. Harriet had to give a lap dance to somebody, so she gives one to Kieran, which is her partner. I think that's strategic because she didn't want to just go for Joey. I think she wants Joey to be interested in her.
Yeah.
I missed somebody's here. Do you remember who it was? No, I don't remember. Yeah. Next up, I have Io. He gives Mimi a kiss, and somebody was saying, "Oh, that's real love. That's real love." And I was like, "Just let them kiss. Stop making them be in like a serious relationship from the beginning. Like, you know, just let it breathe, people."
But it's odd. I don't know. Maybe I see the chemistry. To be fair. Maybe it's that they just see the instant chemistry and they think that they're being encouraging. But I feel like if they hit a brick wall, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, it's just a lot of pressure for them.
Yeah.
Already when they're just like literally getting to know each other in 24 hours.
Yeah.
And it's
we know that the producer's gonna find a way to fuck them up.
Yeah, and so I saw the person online that does the horoscopes and finds them. So she's a Pisces and he's a Leo.
Oh,
if that's correct.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. So with her wanting to take things slow and not necessarily wanting a kiss, being a little bit more romantic.
And him going all in.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah,
do you like me? Let's
yeah,
kiss. Let's go. It's
yeah,
fiery. It's impulsive.
yeah,
So
yeah,
hopefully it'll work for now, but
yeah,
not my ideal combination of signs. Sun
yeah.
signs.
I mean,
Uh, Go
we'd
ahead.
have to see the rest of this,
Obviously,
but
obviously, but just for their sun sign, hopefully, like on the show, it'll work for at least a little bit.
yeah.
Joey had to kiss three girls, so he kisses Sam, Harriet, and Nicole. First thing that Sam says is that they smashed teeth. I was like, that's not good, and that's when you know that they're not kissing kind of sensually. They're just doing like a blah, blah, blah,
That's
blah.
why I said I liked the kisses that Mimi and Io had because it felt intimate, meaning they wanted it, and it wasn't about just getting it over with and rushing it and smashing it and trying to get. It was about an actual want, and so it does feel like a better kiss, but also leave them alone and don't pressurize them.
Yeah, some pressure on 'em. Dan, hi Dan, says if Mimi and Io get together, then I think they'd be one of the finest couples in Love Island.
Oh, they
Because
are hot.
what? Yeah, they're really good looking.
Yeah,
Two very, very attractive people. Kate says in state two, these people are plotting our good sister and brother's downfall. They
I'm
want the
telling you.
boring
They,
and out. Yeah, I mean, because if they get linked up right away, like yeah, the producers are going to just try to mess
screw
that
them
up
up.
for sure.
Look at
Um,
what happened with Tanya and Shaq. Like I keep putting it out to people, and people are like, "Oh, Tanya did it." I said, "The producers did that. They made her do that. She like we know this, and they were on track to basically win the show."
they do mention that later on when they talk about the kiss. It's like, oh, both of us in our big teeth. I'm like, the veneers are out of control though in the UK. They need to really calm down and
Yeah,
stop going to the same doctor, like
yeah,
or dentist. It's too much. I
yeah.
like teeth that are not that are imperfect. You know what I mean? Like I like a little bit of character. Like I'm like a pretty decent smile, but like my teeth are crooked. Like you know,
I just don't like them when they're big and wide. Like I just, mm,
like you imagine if I just had these chiclets here.
yeah, no. I don't know. Oh no, no, let's not.
Oh yes. Kay also says that these girls want Mimi booed up. She's big competition. She was voted the top wifey material girl. Yes, but I don't think that right now any of the other guys are interested in her. Like even Monveer, who is POC, did not seem like he was checking for Mimi. So I don't think that they find her to be competition in that way. I think that they want her out of the way and not going for their men.
Yeah, I think they were worried about. Oh, will Joey choose her? We already, they already voted her top, so they're just like, oh, she really likes Aya, so let's encourage that.
Let's get her out of the way so like we don't
Yeah,
have to compete with her in any sort of way. But I
yeah,
don't think that they were necessarily worried about her with their guys right now. But they just want her out of the way. I don't know. It's interesting anyways that like they're forcing the one solid POC couple to get together right away. It's just
yeah.
like why can't they be allowed to
Have a
explore and talk
journey.
to
Yeah,
people and
yeah.
like get to know other people? Like why do you have to get them locked in right
And
away?
because if somebody walks through the door now, people are going to be like, "Oh,
Oh, they're together. They have a really big connection.
yeah. Oh, how dare she entertain this other guy? She knows she wants I like." And that's on the audience side and the people in the villa, and that's what annoys me. She should be allowed
To
to
have an
have a
experience.
journey and experience, so that she can be solid in her choice. But they don't want that.
No.
No, they don't really want to show a journey for them. They just want it. Oh, they're together and they're mom and dad of the villa, but we're going to make sure they don't win the show.
Kay says yes, she's competition. They don't know the guys enough really to say that they have nothing to worry about, and we don't see everything only with the producers out of it. That's true.
True.
Patsy sucks Monveer's finger. Apparently, she left it really wet. Sam kisses the neck, has to kiss the neck and nibble the ear of who I don't know, he or she thinks is hot. And so they chose Sam. Was it the guy that did it to the girl, or was it the girl that did it to the guy? I put Sam and Sam. I'm like, I say to myself, I have to write Samantha when it's Samantha, and I forgot that.
But then now we don't have to ever worry about it.
That's true, unless they bring in another Sam, which they could, because
which they will.
Like, what if they bring Sammy onto this?
No, God, I can't.
Kieran has to snog 2 Islanders, so he snogs Harriet and Nicole. Nicole says Kieran's kiss was the best kiss, better even than Joey Essex's kiss. Samantha had to snog someone that she has an instant connection with, and that was Ronnie. And then Ronnie had to snog one, and Ronnie did not snog Samantha back. I think he snogged Jess back. But he's there to be messy.
Yeah.
I don't trust Ronnie at all.
No.
So after the game, I might have missed a couple of things. I just didn't end up writing them down because I was watching and then I was like, oh shit, I should write this down. The girls go and chat after, and that's when they are just really gassing up Mimi about her and Io, being like, oh my God, I see the fireworks, this love connection. Like, they're really going in heavy. And it's like, it's awkward because it's like, well, what if I'm not feeling him that much? You know what I mean? Like, it's putting so much pressure on this 24-hour relationship. It's kind of not even at that point. It's just annoying. Jess really likes Ronnie and Sean. She tells this to Joey, I believe. Joey goes and talks to the 3 guys who Joey seems to like because he kissed them. And then Joey comes up, and he's quite a small guy comparatively. Have you seen how tall he might be, or
no?
But he looks, maybe the guys are taller. Because I think Sam was tall, but Joey just looks very small next to him.
He does. I agree. He looks a little compact compared to the rest of them.
Well, see, yes. Even the names got us confused. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah. Bye, Sam. Sorry. Jess and Ronnie have a little bit of a chat, and she says that he's not my type. They're talking about Joey. They're on the terrace, and they talk about their kiss. And he says their first kiss is a 9.6, and he wants to kiss again so he can rate it again. So they kiss on the terrace outside of a challenge. Now, what do you think about what games Ronnie might be playing here?
Listen, I told you yesterday he was going to be the first to go in the hideaway, but I'm not so shocked he's the first to go on the terrace.
Right. First to go on the terrace. Now, what I'm thinking that boy is doing, because he's like giving her a 9.7 now, like he knows that she is into him.
Right.
And I think he thinks that he's out of her league. And so I feel like he is trying to entrap, like get her in, and then she's going to go for the next bombshell that comes, and she's going to be very upset about it. But I really think that he thinks that she's better than she is.
Yes. Listen, Monveer was doing the same thing. So, I mean, I don't know what be going through these men's head, because I look at them and be like, you are absolutely not better.
He says, not gonna lie, Samantha, Ronnie, Joey, and Harriet are there to be villains, and I'm here for it. We don't want peace, we want problems. It's true. I'm just commenting that, like, Ronnie is going to make a mess. Okay, so Joey's kind of shorter than Monveer, so maybe 5'11". I also don't think that Monveer is 6 feet, so maybe Monveer is 5'9", and Joey's 5'8".
8.
That makes sense to me with like the height differences, but I'm not sure. If you guys actually find out, let me know. Samantha is talking to Nicole. Samantha obviously likes Ronnie, but Nicole just knows that Jess really likes Ronnie as well, and so that's not good. Jess goes and tells Mimi after about the terrace kiss that she has with Ronnie. But she says, "Oh, but he's not getting any more than this. There's going to be an invisible pillow between me and Ronnie. Like that's it. That's all he's going to get." And I'm like,
she'll be in the hideaway by the end of the week.
definitely going to be in the hideaway. And right after they go to the hideaway or they do bits or something is when he's going to jump ship.
Jump ship.
He's going to find somebody else being like, "Oh, I feel like we're too locked up so soon. Like we've only known each other a week.
Yep.
And like we're still open. Like,
yep.
Too much."
Yep.
In the bedroom, everybody's getting ready for bed. Well, the girls are in the bathroom and the guys are in their beds. And Ronnie does tell the boys about the kiss that was had. And Jessica told somebody, I think she told Nicole, I believe. So in the morning, they have these mixed chats again. Now, how do you feel about the mixed chats? Because like it used to be in the past, it was like the girls chat and the boys chat. And then we started seeing, it would be girls chat, boys chat, and the bombshells chat.
Yeah.
And then we started seeing, I don't know if it was in the US.
I think it was last season with 10. Because I don't feel like all the girls got along with all the girls and all the guys got along with all the guys. And we started seeing
leave our short kings alone. It's only because like some of the women are quite tall. It's just he's a short king. He's just short. King. He's cute. I would let him chat me up.
So I do think that is why we started seeing that last season. Now, I agree. It is a bit early. Why are we doing mixed chats now? I'm wondering if they just don't want it to be as stark if they do it, because it was stark last year. Like we could clearly tell that there was issues. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess like also the girls chat just makes more sense to me. Like the girls like talking about the boys in the morning, like in the middle of the season when people are friends with everybody a little bit better, fine. But what the girls are not going to be telling like ooh necessarily to the boy or vice versa.
Especially if a boy's going to get dumped, they're not going to be like, oh yes, I'm so in love with Joey. Essex.
Right? Yeah, you're not going to really get all the truth. And like, wouldn't they want to have like, a girl finds this out, then tells her couple, and then it makes a little gossip train? I don't know.
No.
So yeah, I do think it's a little bit early for these mixed chats. But Sean does tell Samantha girl and Nicole about the kiss that Jess had with Ronnie on the terrace. And so Samantha was a little bit upset that this has happened, but I think it's all by design, darling. You have a crush on like a carnage creator. Ayo and Mimi have a chat in the day and she wants to get to know him, and so far he's number one. Like she's a front runner for him or for her, which I think it is cute. Like I do like seeing them get together, but I wish they didn't have the pressure of the house. And I'm sure like in her confessionals they're just going on about him,
Yeah, I'm glad she did express that she was interested, because I think what we find is but I do feel like she's still reserved. I do find that when they are reserved and they don't express interest and people cause issues, I think it's good that she's like, I'm interested, but not overly. I am so like, I can't wait to be with him, right? So I appreciate the pace that Mimi is working with, because to me, Mimi is the prize. So
100%. So Kay is suggesting kind of like what you're saying, that it might be to avoid some cliquey behavior. Last season, it did get pretty obvious.
It got last season. It
Mimi's
really
a stage. Oh, that's way better. And she's going to be slower to commit anyways. No, well, the woman that had posted said that
get that.
The woman that always does like she does like the sun, the moon.
Yeah.
Like she had it for Mimi, had it for Ayo, had it for a couple other people. And it said that she was a Pisces. So Kay, how do you know that Mimi's a
Yeah,
Sag. Does it say on
maybe
her
it's
Instagram, happy birthday? If she's a Sag, I even more so shipping these two. Oh shit.
if she's a Sag, we're on it. Like
Yeah.
it's on
They're
and
they're
popping.
they're gonna work for at
Yeah.
least for the show.
So yeah. So but I don't know about that Pisces Leo.
Oh no, it was Patsy that said she was a Sag in her video.
Did she?
Patsy definitely said that.
No,
Oh
just
gosh. Oh, you got me so excited, Kay.
like, don't do that to us. We
I
were
mean,
about
maybe
that
the
stuff.
girl online got it wrong. We'll see. We'll look it up. For
Yeah.
next time, hopefully we'll be able to decipher who's what. Jess and Ronnie have another conversation, and all I wrote down is I feel like he is playing her. Um, I really think that he is just saying all the right things, but
Mhm.
in the meantime, Joey comes over and pulls her for a chat. And when they do have the chat, they do have, I think, a pretty deep conversation. Both of them have parents that have passed away.
It
Joey,
was a great conversation. They both opened up. I saw vulnerability. I believed both of them. Absolutely wonderful conversation. But she's not in like she is
she's into Ronnie, and I think because Ronnie is not Ronnie, sorry, Joey is a veteran of these shows, he
Mhm.
knows not to send Ronnie home.
Yeah,
Like, I'm sure the producers are like, okay, you're not sending this person home. You're not
yeah,
sending this person home. You
yeah.
can pick from
If
these
you, if you,
people.
yeah, if you want to get with her down the road when we've sent in somebody else, you can jump ship then. Yeah,
Exactly. I don't think he's actually interested in her in that way,
yeah,
but I think he also knows that like he knows how to make good TV, and so he's not taking Ronnie out of the game.
yeah.
So he does say though that he started talking about his mom passing away when he was about 30, and he's like been really surprised by how much opening up and talking about it has been helpful for his healing process. So I think that was a really big sign of maturity, and I'm as impressed by Joey being so candid about his experience. He does say to her though, "You like Ronnie, eh?" And she mentions they shared the kiss, but they're still 100% open. And I'm like,
Oh
that
yeah.
those words might come back to bite Miss Jess in the butt.
Yeah. No, you're not. He is. No, don't say those words because then he will use them against you.
Yeah, I thought we were
I thought we
open.
were 100% open. I thought we were open still.
Yeah, Joey said that you guys that we were 100% open. It's coming. It's coming. Joey and Samantha have a conversation. He's basically going around talking to everybody just so that he can have an idea of who he wants to choose. They mentioned that they both have too much teeth because they were knocking teeth in their kiss. Oh, it just sounds terrible. Um, but he does say that she's a lovely girl. She's a sort. So she does think she's real pretty. Joey talks to Harriet, and Harriet, Harriet wants Joey to pick her so badly. She's trying, like, I think that's why she didn't kiss him in the game. She just wants
Yeah.
to be more desired and playing a little bit of hard to get. She's
Yeah.
just like smiling at him coquettishly, lashes blinking, like she wants him to be into her. She was the most, I think, materialistic, we'll say, out of all of them, saying that she does like luxury shopping for people. She's a bit of a daddy's girl who her daddy, reverses their car so she can just drive out in the morning. So it seems like she would be there likely for opportunity.
Mhm.
And a very good opportunity would be to date Joey Essex or have a drama with him.
Yeah. But I think we said that yesterday too, right? Like,
Oh, absolutely. But it's confirmed now,
from,
I think, in my
yeah,
eyes.
yeah. I think the minute Joey is an open and available situation, she going for it.
Oh, well, we see in the next episode.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's happening. It's
Not
happening.
to spoil anything.
Dad, you get to watching it. It's good. It's a good season so far. Like I'm in. I think it's been good so far. Joey, so when he's talking to Harriet, she asks who her top three is, and number two is him. She wants to know why did he kiss her, and he doesn't know the word gravitating, and I was like, that's a little bit of an ick for me. Like, you don't have to be so well read, but I just feel like that's a bit of a common word
Mhm.
to have never heard of it before. No, gravitating. And then he used the incorrect tense for it when he was speaking about it.
Yeah, I find that so
Oh,
many.
maybe he's. Oh, I didn't see this. Maybe he's born
Yeah,
March 8th. That is a
yeah.
Pisces.
Um, we can always hope that Io's birthday's wrong.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe he's the 23rd or something
yeah,
of July, and he's actually
yeah.
like a Virgo, which would be better.
Right. Um, the thing is, I find that a lot of 30-year-olds don't read
Oh.
and they don't know words because they don't read. I don't know why that's the case, but I do find this on the internet. And I need you people to pick up more books.
I'm reading like 3 books right now.
Yeah.
I do. Well, actually, I was realizing that like I only read like self-help books, and then I was on the plane and this girl was reading this book by this author, and then I'd been hearing about some books from the same author, and so now we are challenging ourselves to read some books at the same time, which is forcing me to be reading consistently. So
Mhm.
find a buddy, but find a reading buddy and grab a book and start reading books. And I actually really love Goodreads. It's kind
Yeah.
of fun, like putting books that you want to read on them and then clicking off like when you do read it and giving it a little rating. So, yeah. And
Um,
what's actually been studied is that sometimes people stop reading a book is when they come to a word that they don't know, and then they
yeah.
just it actually makes them shut down. So what you're supposed to do is at that point look up what that word means so you can
Yeah.
understand the word and then continue reading the story. But a lot of times it becomes a roadblock or a stop point.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
let's get to reading.
Audiobooks, guys.
Kay says now Joey has a history of having these moments. He's not very educated, but he's very street smart and quick-witted. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
That I mean, that's very sad because my whole thing is if you have been propelled into this space of you're famous, use your fame to I'm not saying you have to be book smart. I'm just saying
he's scrolling and swiping. Okay.
but I'm saying just try to gain more knowledge, gain more real knowledge.
I mean, I'm Aquarius, so like I'm a lover of knowledge. I love learning stuff. I love learning stuff. It sucks that some people. I feel bad because like learning is like my favorite thing to do.
Same.
When I was young, I used to have these workbooks where you like do math or you do like phonics or whatever. And when I was like 9, I'd like invite my friends over for a sleepover or whatever, and I'd be like, "Oh my god, let's like do like a workbook," and they'd be like, "We don't want to do homework on the weekend." I was like, "Okay, well, let's play a game then."
I when I was younger, I lived in the library. I spent my summers there. Literally, I would leave the house bright and early in the morning, ride my bike or walk over to the library with my lunch. And you couldn't eat in the library, so I would go and eat my lunch outside the library, go back in and spend the rest of the
Cute.
day. The library had everything. It was air conditioned during the summer. We could play video games. They used that movie days, and then I would just read. I would read, and then
So
go.
cute.
Yeah,
But I think that there's some people that I know that have never been to a library
yeah.
that are like in their 20s, we'll say. Because you
Yeah.
don't even need a library anymore for like research in university. You don't really need it.
No, only if you're doing certain jobs. But yeah, I find that a lot of 30-year-olds don't read.
What's your reading goal this year, Kay?
Yeah, I unfortunately had to sell my house and move, so I don't have my library anymore. But I swear, I tell people all the time, if I my dream would be to have the library in Beauty and the Beast. Like that is my dream library.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
I just actually wrote on like my manifestation list that I want to read 100 books in the rest of this year. So I had to actually get to work because I have to read like 3 books a week. But Joey is, or Harriet is ticking boxes. They're both ticking boxes for each other. So Harriet's made it known that she's interested, and so has Joey made it known that she's interested. So at this point, I think that Harriet thinks that Joey's picking her. I do.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all getting ready for the night. We see Samantha and Joey talking. And mentioning that he gets on with all the boys, and to talk about him having a suede head. I've never heard that before, but it's fitting. But it was also to get, see, I heard the guys like shaving their head because they want girls to like rub their heads, like because they like the feeling of
Fair. But see, that's why I say I like a bald head.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like that part of it. But yeah, fair.
24 books because only I decided randomly I should go back to school for environmental engineering. Okay, that's going to be a lot of studying for sure. 24, that's still great. That's like a book every 2 weeks ish. It's great. It does feel good. Suede head. Oh my god, really? Dan says that Joey used to be called the dumbest person in the UK when he was really famous at the time. Okay, that's wild. Okay, I don't mean to be piling onto that. I just thought that gravitating was like a grade.
But that's why I'm saying, if that's the case, you use your influence and money to better yourself. That's just how I feel. Like that's what I mean. That's what I would do.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these shows they get famous at like 21, and they definitely do not focus on that. They focus on getting another show. Right? Aw. Hi, Jessica.
I just
Where am I? So yes, she does fancy him a little bit. Um, so he wants to know who she likes, and she says him and Ronnie. And so she says, just go with who you fancy the most. And that's obviously good advice. I do think that he was definitely playing a game. I think that he definitely had the producer's influence. I think he definitely knew which guy was going to be. It doesn't matter if he's gone. So
yeah, when they had this conversation, I said, okay, he's picking her.
You thought so?
Yeah, because I felt like I said Sam's a throwaway. She wasn't.
You're lying, Dan. That's not
no.
right.
I'm not doing this. She was making it like they were on the same level. So it's like, oh, it doesn't matter. So it's like, okay, cool. It doesn't matter. So I can pick you. So yeah, that's the moment I knew.
3 + 2 was 8. That's wild to me.
No.
That's like 4-year-old math.
No. He's the one that said his mom died when he was 10, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, very concerning. I'm sorry. I would be very like, ooh, I don't know. No. And he's done all these reality TV shows. Like, I would just be so concerned of him being taken advantage of. Oh. It's wigging me out. Stop.
Okay.
Now I'm concerned for him. Literacy, people. Literacy.
Seriously. Man, I loved math. Back in the day. Back then, especially. I was super obsessed with math. So Jess and Ronnie have a conversation. She thinks that Joey knows something is good going on with her and Ronnie, and so that he's not going to interfere with that, which is true. But I think it's because we'll leave Ronnie to do his own mess over there. I don't need
Yeah,
to interfere with this.
yeah.
He's brewing his own messy situation.
I'm not
Because like what
competing
he's
with
probably gonna
Ronnie.
do, what do you think? I
Yeah.
think if it's not a bombshell that comes in, Ronnie
Mhm.
is gonna go for Samantha, right?
Mhm.
Because
Yes, I
Samantha's gonna
agree.
be with Joey.
No, and he
Joey,
wants to think he could take her. Yes.
right? He's gonna go because like Samantha was very much interested in Ronnie, so he's gonna go and
Mhm.
try to see if he can get Samantha from Joey, and then
Mhm.
Harriet is gonna be trying to get Joey from Samantha,
Joey.
and so
Mhm.
it's gonna be some messy.
And I can see. I mean, I feel like just to envision, think Joey could possibly get with Harriet, not in a actual he plans on staying with her. And then dump her for Jess.
I I don't know if he's gonna go for Jess though. I don't know if that's in Joey's end game.
Oh, I'm not saying it's endgame. I'm
Oh,
saying that
mess
that would
game.
be yes, that would be the maneuver. He would sleep with Harriet, go to the hideaway, sleep with her, and then keep it moving. And I think he would keep it moving to Jess.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think Ronnie would do something like that. I don't know if Joey would.
I don't think they're any different. I think they both could do it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Rachel's suggesting that I wonder if there was an outside reason why Sam was immediately dropped, like Shannon was on season 7, who ended up having a boyfriend on the outside. So I
Yeah,
actually didn't
but
know that
that's
Shannon
not
had a
why
boyfriend
they
outside.
dropped. That's not why they dropped Shannon. Sorry, they thought she was boring, and they thought that they
But
were
the
doing
stuff,
something. Yeah, yeah.
Sam was boring.
So they thought they were doing something when, but to me it was devastating. To that entire episode was devastating to watch her. Kids, it came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. And you're dumped. I don't really like the first
I
episode
did,
dumping.
yeah,
It's kind of like even on Big Brother and shows like that, where it's
yeah,
like, oh, premiere episode, like eviction. It's like,
yeah,
I don't care about this person going home, but also like this is could be their dream or something that they've been like working on for a long time.
yeah,
Like it just kind of sucks seeing their whole opportunity taken away just so
yeah.
quickly
Because
without you having a chance.
what's her name? From season 7, 6.
You're gonna just not like this. Dan says he also said the largest living mammal is a Tyrannosaurus Rex. There's vids on YouTube that calls stupid
Nope, won't
compilation
watch
of
them.
Joey
I won't do
Essex.
it.
I will.
I'm not doing it. What's her name from Shauna
From
from
season 6?
yes, she had a boyfriend the entire time. The entire time.
Really? I don't remember.
The
The one that
entire
was with Callum?
yes.
Jessica agrees with it. I don't think anything should be dumped this soon. It seems like a waste of casting, absolutely. But maybe they have a bunch of people that they're ready just to cycle through.
Cycle
This
through.
guy isn't bringing it. Well, let's bring somebody else in. So I think they're making room for somebody more exciting. Unfortunately, they wanted to see if he would work, or maybe they wanted to put in somebody that would be easy to get rid of. If they have more hope for some other people,
Mm-hmm.
maybe. Kay says it would be Carnage, but I don't see Joey unlocking his epic villain level this early. He's fully aware of how that may be received in the media, and that
Mm-hmm.
may really govern how crazy he does get. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I think that
Yeah,
he's gonna look like a good guy next to Ronnie. I feel like Ronnie's gonna be the bad guy.
he's also older, so like you're saying, maybe he knows better.
He's got a little bit more maturity in him.
So he'll wait for Carnage. So
Well, it's gonna be wait, as his new line. So my friend Karen, I was watching the episode with her, and she says that she thinks that Joey Essex already has respectfully ruthless as t-shirts, hats coming out, like he's ready to start that line because he said it twice in the episode that what he's going to be doing is respectfully ruthless. So I'm wondering if that's going to be his theme this entire season. So he's going to steal your girl, but he's going to be respectfully ruthless. and he already has merch coming out. But she says I should get on it first and get some drop shipping company to get some merch out, saying respectfully ruthless. So there's a thought. Would you guys buy it? Do you guys want me to get some hats that say respectfully ruthless? He mentioned this, so when he's talking to Nicole about what he's going to have to do, he does think that she's fit, but I thought her flirting kind of stunk. He was like, "Oh, so who are your top people?" And she's like, "I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you." And it's like, he's like, "Well, am I one of them?" Like, she just, I don't know. I didn't think that she was good at flirting with him. Maybe she didn't want him to like her, or maybe she's just bad. I'm not sure which, but
that's why I said I was happy that Mimi was clear that she was open to Io, because she could be more reserved and keep it to herself and do things badly. And I felt like she did it reasonably.
Kay thinks that his merch is going to say reasonable chaos, respectfully ruthless, reasonable chaos. Reasonable chaos is a good oxymoron for sure.
Oh my god.
Kay does say that social media investigation wasn't as intense during season 6 as
Yeah,
it is
but
now.
we're talking about two different, like season 6 and season 7. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think they definitely did not dump her because she had a boyfriend.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm saying. But and also Shauna had a boyfriend and admitted it later that she had a boyfriend. Like, I think that was a lot more prevalent those seasons. And I agree. I think now it's a lot more scrutinized. People are finding it out a lot more ahead of time that those people are coming on with boyfriends and girlfriends. I mean, look at Katie.
Katie was a waste of casting.
Waste.
So Joey decides to make the move and pull Harriet to the terrace, and they're just chatting. They're being very flirty. No actual kisses happen. But I think that she probably was like, "Ooh, he's gonna pick me. He's taking me to the terrace. Maybe I'm gonna get a sneaky kiss." But it does not happen.
None
Come
of it.
back down. Say again.
I said, girl, no, none of it was happening.
It's not part of his game plan, Harriet. Not yet. Not yet. So Nicole gets a text, and all the Islanders are going to the fire pit because it's time for Joey's decision. And he's going to make this decision with his heart. So the girl that he decides to steal is Samantha. He had to do what he had to do.
One less Sam in the villa. Thank you.
One less Sam in the villa. Kay is saying that, yes, that's what I meant. They would have left her in season 6 because people wouldn't have found out until later. They are more incentivized to get them out early now versus letting them stay.
Yeah.
Fair. So maybe he has a girlfriend. Maybe.
But from what I were told, they don't care about putting them on if they have girlfriends or boyfriends. If they care,
definitely not on Love Is Blind.
They don't care. They care when we find out.
Right. And so he had to do what he had to do. Sam is dumped. He's got to pack up his bags and leave the villa immediately. Samantha, his former partner, feels bad because, he chose her. But all the girls rally around and say, like, it is what it is. The decision is made. It's already done. Don't worry about it. You haven't known him for long enough to care.
I was gonna say something about that entire. So remember you asked me how much time was left on the episode, and I was like 22 minutes. I was like, oh my god, they're gonna pull a Bergie.
And then it was
like next time. I love Island.
Well, Sam does not get the Bergie treatment. He says his final words, being crack on and have a laugh, and he is out the door. He's done. Okay, I mean, I liked him. He was nice. Who's the MVP of this episode, male and female? He was definitely good looking, but he was a bore.
Yeah. I mean, Joey for creating chaos.
Already.
I don't know about girl.
out the Bergie.
That's what we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it the Bergie. It's like Game of Roses when they have a play that's specific to one person, the Bergie. Yeah,
Did the girls do anything? I guess they didn't really have anything to do this episode just because they were being pursued. They weren't doing the grafting.
Yeah, which I appreciate. Like like I said, I'm glad it wasn't a girl dumped. I'm glad it wasn't a girl that came in. I'm glad the girls got to feel wanted and needed and yeah. So it's like, yeah, I don't feel like anybody stood out necessarily.
All right. Well, then the only person that gets an MVP award for this episode is Joey Essex.
Yeah.
Being messy already. Kay says Jesse for telling Joey she was open. I mean, who's Jesse? Oh, Jess. Samantha for telling Joey she was open when she was drooling over Ronnie 2 minutes earlier. Okay.
She did what she had to do.
I think Samantha then, if out of all the girls, would get it because she's going to be involved in the mess. She's parked herself into the drama. I don't know if she knows it yet, but she will, I think, have both Ronnie and her, checking for her. She's going to probably get into some sort of thing with Jess being like, you knew that we kissed and that we were pursuing each other and that we liked each other. Like, so why are you giving him the time of day? And she's going to be like, well, he said that you guys are still open. I could see it. I can see it.
Yep.
Well, that's pretty much it for this episode. Do you have anything else to say that we didn't talk about yet?
No, I'm excited to see where we go from here.
Yeah, I want to track the mess.
Yeah.
See if we're onto it. Do you think they're going to bring in another bombshell next episode, or do you think they're going to wait a bit?
I think they'll wait. What's next episode?
Next
Thursday?
Episode,
no, Wednesday. Yeah, I think they're going to wait by the end of the week.
Kay says the triplets get a combined award for keeping both UK and USA watchers utterly confused as to who is who.
I'm confused.
And I already have a feeling that Joey will recup. 100%. 100%. Or he will play the I'm loyal and then make everybody else be messy around him. He might do that as well.
He might do pull a what's his name? Okay.
What was his name?
Oh God.
Jake.
Jake.
So yeah, he's gonna be one or the other. I could see him going hardcore in Casa More. It really depends on the connection that he has before.
Yeah.
But I could also see him playing the I'm such a good guy. I'm here for love.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm here for love.
Yep.
Yes, we will do a cast reveal after this. So just make sure you guys subscribe to both of our channels or all of our social media because I don't know where we're going to do it. Where will be the best? Maybe we could do it on Instagram, which could I don't know, but I don't know how you could pull up picture. I don't know. We'll figure something out. All right. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you probably in a couple of days, or it might be me solo. I'll do maybe a solo one Thursday afternoon, and then both Tamika and I will be back maybe Friday afternoon to do Thursday and Friday. That might be what happens. All right, so make sure you subscribe to both of our channels so you know when we go live. Please like this video and let us know who do you think have been the standout MVPs of this episode? Do you think that Joey is going to cause carnage and jump ship and cast some more? Or do you think he's going to be a loyal babe and he's in there for love? Give us your thoughts of these first 2 episodes in the comments below, as long as you subscribe. See you guys soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye.